Senator Marino was awesome there. Joining us now to respond, Fox News contributor Kaylee McGhee White and chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Chairman James Comer. Congressman, let's start with you. Walk us through the terribly difficult math over there in the Senate. Explain to our viewers here what it takes to get to 60, given the makeup of the United States Senate, because it does take 60 votes.
Well, if every Republican voted for the bill, which every Republican did but Rand Paul, it takes 7 Democrats. So with Rand, it takes 8 Democrats. The Democrats know this, but they prey on the uneducated voter out there that doesn't realize that just because the Republicans have the majority in the Senate, that doesn't mean they can pass any legislation. The Senate was created to be bipartisan, for better or worse. And what we have is a situation where the Democrats will not cross over, other than Fetterman and the 2 from Georgia that are in the toughest races for re-election in the future. The other Democrats are continuing to stick together to force the government to remain shut down because they think they're scoring political points on it. They don't care about the people that need SNAP benefits. They don't care about the federal employees that aren't getting paid. They don't care if all the airplanes in America are grounded because the ground crews and air traffic control refuse to show up because they're not getting paid. They don't care. They just want to hurt Donald Trump and try to score political points. That's where we are in the United States Senate. This is a Democrat shutdown. There's no question about it.
Kaylee, part of the issue here is they think they're winning. They think that, wow, they won in New York City, so that must mean that all of America loves Democrats. But that's hardly the case. I saw Ro Khanna, the congressman. I really like, actually, that congressman. He usually calls balls and strikes, but I thought it was absurd when he said, and I'm pretty sure it was him, who said, oh, my goodness, yes, we can win from coast to coast and the heartland's behind us. Give us a reality check on what America saw.
Yeah, Democrats are falling prey to the exact thing that lost them the 2024 election, their own arrogance. You're exactly right. They think that just because they used the shutdown to juice Democratic turnout in blue states in an off-year election cycle, that somehow justifies the massive amount of pain that they are inflicting on the American people. But what's actually going to happen here is they're going to accidentally end up revealing that they are willing to continue inflicting pain on the American people so long as they think that they can earn something from it. And so Republicans really need to hold the line here and not reward this kind of behavior, because if they do, if they make a concession to Democrats on any policy front, what's going to happen is exactly this. Every time another continuing resolution comes up, Democrats are going to hold the entire country hostage just to try to exact some things from Republicans.
Yeah, Chairman, explain to us what would happen. I mean, the bill that's been voted down by Democrats 14 times would only extend the government funding to November 21st. And I don't know, I'm looking at my watch here thinking that ain't very long. So where do you think this is going? How do you think it ultimately ends? Because if Democrats just say, no, we're never going to open it up, well, it's just not going to happen.
Well, the ball remains in the Senate court. They continue to debate. I know Thune has made some references that they're going to try to vote through the weekend to try to get something through the Senate. And then we would return back to Washington and see what they voted out. But you're exactly right. And I think that's been lost in translation. This was just to continue funding levels through November 21st, to be able to negotiate all the things that they claim they want to negotiate. This is what's been done throughout history to avert government shutdowns. When you have conservatives who want to spend less money and you have liberals who want to spend more money, the compromise is a continuing resolution. You spend the same levels. So this is unnecessary. Everything the Democrats have done is unnecessary. I hope every family struggling to put food on their table realizes that. I hope every federal employee who's struggling to make ends meet and everyone who's worried about traveling understands this is all unnecessary. This is a political stunt by the Democrats. They think they're winning, as you said, because they won in some blue states on election night. But at the end of the day, I think the American people are going to see through this, and I think the Republicans are going to hold the line. We want to govern. We want to be responsible, but we're not going to be extorted, and that's what the Democrats are trying to do. They don't care about the $3 trillion annual deficit. They just want more government spending. They want bigger government. And, if you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. So hopefully the American people will demand that Congress do its job and pass this. And that's what hopefully will happen next week.
Very quickly, Kaylee, last word to you.
Yeah, I think this is an opportunity for Republicans to prove just how craven for power Democrats are. They don't care about the average American. That has been made very clear.
Yeah, they want to use it as leverage. That's what they said. That's what they're actually trying to do, and it's backfiring.